Hey friends, welcome to this video. In today's video, we're gonna start a series of videos to learn Spanish for traveling. For people who wants to travel to Latin America or Spain and they want to be able to communicate with people during the trip. So like I said, welcome to this video course. Below of this video, you will find resources, but the most important thing, you will find exercise to practice what we're going to learn in this video. And before to start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mario, and I've been working teaching Spanish as a second language since 2015 to people from all over the world and for different specific reasons on why they want to learn Spanish as a second language. So, are you ready to start to learn basic Spanish, the essential for traveling through Latin America? Let's dive in. So, before to start, we need to know how this course is going to work. Usually, when you want to learn a language, we have this idea of having levels in every language, like beginner, intermediate, plus, and advanced. And usually we know about A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. But the thing is, like in real life, we doesn't learn like in this way. This is more academical purpose. But I made another video explaining this on how you can learn Spanish by your own, so you can check this video here or below in the description of this video. So we learn a language by stage more than levels. Why I said that? Because usually when you want to introduce yourself, you use different kind of topics that you follow the levels. It will be a little bit difficult because you use advanced things, basic things. So what's the level should I need to learn? You need to learn different levels. So instead to learn by levels, we're going to study by stages. So for example, in the stage 1, you need to use something from advanced level. For example, how do you say, I hope you're doing well? We say in Spanish, espero que te vaya bien. But espero que te vaya bien in Spanish is something advanced. You usually learn this in the intermediate level. But it's very important to say to someone that hope you are doing well. That's why I said that we're going to learn in stage instead of levels. So now we're going to focus on the first stage and the second stage in Spanish. So with that said, let's start with the content of our course. So the first thing that we need to learn is greetings in Spanish. The most common one, and I think the most of the people that they know about Spanish, is hola. That hola you can use anytime, any day, any situation. The second one is how we use greetings depends on the time, depends on the hour. So the first one, we say buenos días. Like it's the equivalent in Spanish and English, like a good morning. We also have buenas tardes and buenas noches. Good afternoon and good night. The thing here is always I get that question that is, how do you say good evening in Spanish? But in Spanish, we don't have a good evening. So instead of that, we use buenas tardes or buenas noches, good afternoon or good night. But how do we know if it's buenas tardes or buenas noches? The only way is about the darkness. If it's dark, we say buenas noches. If still light, we say buenas tardes. The next one is how to say goodbye. How we say goodbye in Spanish. The first one is adiós. The second one is hasta luego. And the last one is nos vemos. Adiós means goodbye, but sometimes we use adiós when we're gonna say goodbye for a long time. This is not a rule, but it's the way how most work this word when we say adiós, because sometimes in some countries people say adiós often. But usually the idea of adiós is because it's when you don't see that person in the next days or in the next weeks. Then we have hasta luego. Hasta luego, that's one of the most common one. When you say to somebody, okay, see you later. So it's the same use that as in English when we say hasta luego. And the last one, nos vemos, is like see you later or nos vemos luego. This is very common to use. So you can say nos vemos or nos vemos luego. So just nos vemos is the short form to say the whole phrase that is nos vemos luego. So you can say both, nos vemos luego or nos vemos. It's like see you later. Let's see now important phrases that you should learn when you have a conversation. The first one is por favor, that means please. The second one is gracias, that means thank you. The last one is perdón and disculpa. What's going on with these two words? Perdón is like in English, pardon me, when you want to ask something, or we can use disculpe as well. So you can use perdón or disculpe. For example, if you want to ask to somebody, to a waitress, you can say perdón or disculpe, but also perdón, it can be used like excuse me, I miss a tour, or I came late to a tour. You can use perdón, I'm sorry. But also it can be excuse me, like the way to call a waitress, for example. And the last one is introducing yourself in the most basic way. The first one that you should learn is me llamo Juan. In this case, me llamo is my name is. And then you add your name, Juan or John or whatever. Then we say soy de Canadá. In this case, we say I'm from Canada. So soy de means I'm from. And then you add your country. For example, soy de Guatemala. And the last one is mucho gusto. That means nice to meet you. Something important to talk about is we use a lot this thing that just to do a kiss in the cheek. This is very common in Spain and Latin America. So this is very important because a lot of people, like when they come from other cultures, they don't know that this is very common. I can understand that you can feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's normal here. So it's important to know this. So now it's time to practice. Below this video, there's the link where you can download all the exercise and the most important thing, how you can get support in this free and mini course of Spanish for traveling. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message, and I suggest you to watch the next video talking about the second part of our Spanish course for traveling. Thanks for watching and see you the next time.